Do not sleep with the lights. On nighttime, light exposure might be aging your body in the most dangerous way. Have you ever thought that sleeping with the lights on might make you feel safer or more comfortable when you wake up in the middle of the night? The scary truth is that seemingly harmless light could actually lead to a series of serious health consequences, especially for older adults. Today's video will uncover some little-known facts about nighttime light exposure, an invisible enemy that's quietly damaging the sleep and overall health of millions of seniors every single day. You will learn why modern science is strongly warning against sleeping in environments with light and what is really happening inside your body every time you close your eyes under a dim glow. Before we get started, leave a comment down below with a positive affirmation, something like a personal commitment to attract good things into your life. For example, I choose quality sleep for better health, or feel free to write any intention that speaks to you. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on content like this. Let's build a space full of positive energy to grow and thrive together. Now let's dive into why you should turn off the lights before going to bed starting tonight. So what exactly happens when you sleep in a room with light? And why is nighttime light considered a silent enemy that is slowly destroying your sleep, night after night? Light at night might seem harmless, but it actually disrupts your body's natural biological rhythm in a serious way, especially for older people. The human body is designed to function in clear day and night cycles, controlled by an internal biological clock. When it gets dark, the brain begins to produce a hormone called melatonin. This natural hormone is secreted by the pineal gland in the brain and acts like a switch that tells your body it is time to relax and prepare for sleep. Melatonin helps regulate the sleep and wake cycle, calms the nervous system, and allows the body to enter a state of deep and restorative sleep. However, when light is present in the environment, especially blue light that comes from light-emitting diode bulbs, smartphones, or television screens, the production of melatonin is significantly suppressed. Your body is tricked into believing that it is still daytime, which delays or even completely blocks the natural release of this hormone. As a result, it becomes much more difficult to fall asleep. Your sleep becomes lighter and less restful. You tend to wake up more frequently during the night, and you are likely to feel tired and drained when you wake up the next morning. A long-term melatonin deficiency does not just lower sleep quality, it also seriously impacts your body's ability to recover physically and mentally. People over the age of 60 already have lower natural melatonin levels compared to younger individuals, making them even more vulnerable to the harmful effects of nighttime light. The effects of nighttime light exposure do not stop at sleep. When your biological rhythm is disrupted, other essential systems in the body also begin to suffer, especially the cardiovascular and metabolic systems. 1. Increased risk of obesity and diabetes. Exposure to light during sleep, even if it is just a dim nightlight or some glow seeping in from outside the window, can silently disrupt your body's ability to regulate metabolism, particularly in older adults. Numerous studies have shown that people who sleep in a lit environment, even with weak lighting, are at a higher risk of developing obesity and diabetes. The root cause lies in the interference with hormones that regulate blood sugar and energy use. One of the central hormones involved in this process is insulin. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas, and its main job is to unlock the door for glucose sugar in the blood to enter your cells where it is used as energy. When insulin functions properly, blood sugar levels remain stable. However, if sleep is constantly disrupted, especially by exposure to light at night, your body's response to insulin weakens. In other words, your cells become insulin resistant. This means insulin is still being released, but the cells are no longer responding correctly, causing blood sugar levels to rise. In addition, nighttime light reduces the production of melatonin, a hormone that not only helps you fall asleep, but also plays a role in regulating insulin. When melatonin is suppressed, you not only struggle to sleep, but your ability to manage blood sugar is also compromised. On top of that, poor sleep increases the levels of cortisol, the stress hormone which can make you feel hungrier, crave sugary or fast food the next day, and trigger a silent cycle that leads to weight gain and blood sugar imbalance. 2. High blood pressure. Beyond disturbing sleep and metabolism, nighttime light also has a subtle yet profound impact on blood pressure, a key factor directly tied to heart health. Many older adults are living with fluctuating or elevated blood pressure, without realizing that a seemingly harmless habit, sleeping with the lights on, might be part of the problem. When the body enters deep sleep in total darkness, blood pressure naturally drops. This is a normal physiological response that allows the heart to rest and the circulatory system to decompress. But when there is light, even just a dim glow from a nightlight or electronic device, the body reacts in the opposite way. Instead of relaxing, the sympathetic nervous system stays alert, causing the heart to beat faster and preventing blood pressure from dropping as it should. A key hormone in this response is cortisol, which is secreted by the adrenal glands. Cortisol is often known as the stress hormone because it helps the body respond to pressure by raising heart rate, blood pressure, and maintaining energy levels. However, during the night, cortisol levels should ideally decrease to allow the body to recover. When exposed to light, especially blue light, the internal clock misinterprets it as daytime, causing cortisol levels to remain elevated. This keeps the blood pressure in a stimulated state and forces the heart to work harder when it should be resting. If this happens night after night over time, the body can develop chronic high blood pressure, one of the leading risk factors for stroke, heart failure, and vascular damage. Even more concerning, these changes occur quietly, without immediate symptoms, leading many people to overlook the danger. 3. Biological mechanism. When light is present in the sleeping environment, even low light from a night lamp or an electronic device, the body no longer operates according to its natural rhythm. Nighttime light disrupts the autonomic nervous system, which controls the body's basic life functions that you cannot consciously regulate. This disruption particularly affects heart rate, blood pressure, and blood sugar control. Normally, during deep sleep in darkness, the parasympathetic nervous system takes over. This is the branch that slows the heart rate, relaxes blood vessels, and helps the body recover. But light triggers the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight response. As a result, the heart beats slightly faster, blood pressure stays higher, and the body does not truly rest. Even more importantly, this prolonged activation impacts how your body processes glucose, the simple sugar that serves as the main energy source for cells. Glucose comes from food, especially carbohydrates and sugars. After digestion, glucose enters the bloodstream and is transported to cells to be used for energy. For glucose to enter cells, the body needs insulin acting like a key to unlock the door. However, when you sleep under conditions that keep the sympathetic nervous system active, the liver may release extra glucose into the blood as a precaution, as if preparing the body to fight or flee. At the same time, insulin sensitivity drops, so glucose is not effectively absorbed into the cells. This causes blood sugar to rise silently, leading to imbalances that increase the risk of diabetes and metabolic disorders. The impact of nighttime light does not end with physical health. When sleep is constantly interrupted, your mental state begins to suffer as well. This can quietly disrupt both your emotional and cognitive well-being. 1. Risk of depression. Nighttime light not only disrupts sleep, but also deeply affects emotional health, especially in older adults. One of the most concerning and silent consequences is an increased risk of depression. To understand how this works, we need to look at a specific brain chemical called serotonin. Serotonin is a natural neurotransmitter that acts as a messenger in the central nervous system. It helps carry signals between nerve cells and plays a vital role in regulating mood, emotions, sleep, and even appetite. It is often referred to as the happiness hormone because stable serotonin levels help us feel calm, optimistic, and better equipped to handle life's stresses. However, serotonin does not operate independently. It is heavily influenced by your circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock that depends on light and darkness. When you are exposed to light at night, especially blue light, your circadian rhythm is thrown off. This disrupts melatonin production, making your sleep shallow and incomplete. As a chain reaction, serotonin levels in the brain also become unstable. In older adults, serotonin naturally declines due to aging. When artificial light continues to interfere with the central nervous system, symptoms like sadness, loss of interest, fatigue, and mood instability begin to appear. These signs are not just a normal part of aging, as many people believe they are actually signs of a chemical imbalance in the brain. Fortunately, this can be prevented or improved simply by adjusting your sleeping environment. 2. Cognitive decline. Light-disrupted sleep does not just leave you groggy in the morning, it can also seriously affect cognitive abilities, especially memory and mental clarity in older adults. Many studies have shown that sleep disorders caused by nighttime light can raise the risk of neurodegenerative conditions, most notably Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's is the most common form of dementia, causing gradual loss of memory thinking skills and the ability to carry out daily tasks. A major biological factor associated with Alzheimer's is the buildup of a protein called beta amyloid in the brain. When this protein accumulates excessively, it forms plaques that interrupt connections between brain cells, causing inflammation and long-term damage to brain tissue. Under normal conditions, when you get deep and uninterrupted sleep, your brain performs a cleaning function to remove harmful proteins like beta amyloid. But when sleep is disturbed, such as by light that keeps you from reaching deep sleep, this cleaning process is interrupted. Over time, beta amyloid begins to build up quietly, setting the stage for cognitive decline. What makes this dangerous is that the early signs, forgetfulness, trouble concentrating, mixing up times or names, are often dismissed as just part of getting older. In reality, they may be red flags of damage happening inside the brain, damage that can absolutely be prevented early on by creating a truly dark and quiet sleep environment. Now that we understand the hidden dangers of nighttime light exposure, it is time for action. So how can we turn sleep into a natural medicine that restores our health every night? 1. Turn off all lights. When your sleeping space is completely dark, the brain receives a clear signal that it is time to rest. The pineal gland becomes more active, helping the body enter a deeper state of relaxation and maintain a steady sleep cycle. Sleeping in total darkness not only makes your sleep deeper, but also helps you reach the most important sleep stages where neurological, immune, and metabolic recovery processes occur most effectively. To achieve ideal darkness, make sure to eliminate all sources of light. This includes night lights, tiny light-emitting diode indicators on electronic devices, or any glow coming through the window from outside. If it is not possible to block outside light completely, you can use thick blackout curtains or invest in a high-quality sleep mask. A fully dark room does more than just create a peaceful atmosphere. It provides the perfect environment for your body to reset, recover, and restore itself after a long and tiring day. 2. Use blackout curtains. In many cases, light does not just come from inside the room. It can sneak in from outside, like streetlights, billboards, headlights, or even the bright full moon. For older adults who often have lighter sleep and are easily disturbed, even a small amount of light slipping through the window can make sleep shallow and harder to sustain. That is why using blackout curtains is an extremely effective solution to protect your sleeping space from external light intrusion. These curtains are specially designed with thick fabric that blocks almost all natural light, helping the room stay dark enough for deep and stable sleep. Besides blocking light, blackout curtains also help insulate the room, reduce minor noise, and create a private, quiet atmosphere, all crucial elements for a relaxed mood before bedtime. You will find it easier to fall asleep, less likely to wake up during the night, and more refreshed in the morning. 3. Limit electronic devices. In the digital age, the use of mobile phones, tablet devices, or watching television before going to bed has become a common and familiar habit for many people. However, this routine, which may appear harmless on the surface, can quietly interfere with the quality of your sleep, especially as you grow older and your body becomes more sensitive to sleep disturbances. One of the primary reasons for this lies in the type of light that is emitted from electronic screens, which is known as blue light. Blue light has a short wavelength and high energy, which closely mimics daylight. When your eyes are exposed to blue light in the evening, especially close to bedtime, your brain gets tricked into thinking it is still daytime. This suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep, making it harder for you to feel sleepy, harder to fall asleep, and more likely to wake up during the night. For older adults, this problem becomes even more serious, as their ability to regulate hormones and the nervous system declines over time. Furthermore, using electronic devices before bed stimulates brain activity, even if you are just scrolling through news viewing pictures or replying to a few messages. The flood of information, rapid movement of images, or emotional reactions from social media content can keep your mind overly active, making it difficult for your brain to switch off and enter rest mode. In fact, many people keep their phones next to the bed, allowing screen notifications or even soft vibrations during the night to interrupt sleep. The solution is simple, yet powerful. Try to stop using electronic devices at least 1 hour before bedtime. Instead, spend that time reading a printed book, listening to calming music, meditating, or simply relaxing in darkness. If needed, you can switch your device to warm light mode or use a blue light filter, but the best option is still to disconnect from screens entirely while preparing for sleep. 4. Choose the right night light. In some cases, keeping the room completely dark may not be practical, especially for older adults who tend to wake up during the night to use the restroom or who suffer from prolonged insomnia. In these situations, using a nightlight is understandable. However, choosing the right type of light is key to staying safe while also protecting your sleep cycle. If you need light at night, choose night lights that emit red or amber light. These colors have longer wavelengths and lower intensity, making them much less likely to interfere with melatonin production, unlike white or blue light, which disrupts your circadian rhythm. Red or amber light feels gentle on the eyes, warm, and less stimulating to the nervous system, helping you maintain a relaxed state, so you can fall back asleep more easily if you wake during the night. Aside from color, the placement and intensity of the light also matter significantly. You should position the nightlight low to the ground, ideally at or below eye level, when you are lying down so that the light does not shine directly onto your face. Placing the light farther away from the bed helps minimize the amount of light reaching your head and eyes areas that are highly sensitive to any light exposure during the night. Choosing a light with adjustable brightness or one equipped with a motion sensor is also a smart and practical choice. This way, the light only turns on when absolutely necessary, such as when you wake up to use the restroom, and stays off the rest of the night to protect your sleep quality. What may seem like a small habit, sleeping with the lights on, is quietly but consistently affecting both your physical and mental health every single night. When light seeps into your sleeping environment, it does more than just make it harder to fall asleep. It disrupts your body's essential biological processes, interferes with your natural circadian rhythm, suppresses the production of melatonin, and increases the risk of serious health conditions such as diabetes and high blood pressure. It even impacts your memory, mood, and emotional stability in ways that you may not immediately notice. The good news is, by starting with something as simple as creating a completely dark sleeping environment, you are giving your body the opportunity it needs to heal, recharge, and grow stronger with each passing night. This one basic change can lead to noticeable improvements in your energy, mental clarity, and overall well-being. Let sleep become your silent healer, the foundation for a healthy, clear-minded, and peaceful old age. Do not let light break that delicate balance anymore. Start tonight. Turn off the lights. Close the curtains. Place your phone away from the bed and feel the difference from within. Before you leave the video, leave a positive affirmation in the comments, like, "I honor my sleep and my health every day," or any loving message you want to send to yourself. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on more useful content about health and aging. Let's build a positive community together where every good night's sleep becomes the beginning of a new day, filled with energy and peace.